The most racist show in MTV history. MTV's Silent Library, the show that aired from 2009 to 2011 that features tons of celebrity guests, including the New York Giants, Jersey Shore, and even Justin Bieber, is kind of problematic. The show is pretty fatphobic, sexist, and I'm pretty sure it's racist. The basics of the game show.
This is not a game show. This is Silent Library.
Sorry, Zero. My bad. Honestly, so the Justin Bieber episode is hilarious. It's really funny because everyone else comes in and they're all just kind of walking in the library. They're just kind of walking in, very bored, except for Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber?
So Justin Bieber walks in and he's got a little gremlin walk, being all goofy. Clearly he's like 15, and it's hilarious that there's these other 27-year-old men trying to walk all cool and nonchalant, and Justin Bieber's just over there just like, "In the library, here I come." Also, that last guy, hilarious. Just hilarious. The way he just walks in and gives the camera a... absolutely hilarious. Sorry, but it is. It is absolutely hilarious. So in order to show you why the show is problematic, and I believe to be probably racist, let's watch an episode and I'll show you what I mean.
Six friends, one team, playing for thousands of dollars in cash. The players draw cards, and the one who gets the skull and crossbones must endure an unusual punishment. If he completes the challenge, the team wins cash. But if he fails, or if his teammates make too much noise, they kiss it goodbye. The contestant must come face to face with a foul-smelling whoopee cushion.
So this is what I mean when I say the show is a little fatphobic. Almost every episode that I have seen features an overweight person being gross. In this episode, there's a whoopee cushion and the guy's gross because he's overweight and he's singing whoopee cushion, so it's gross. In the Jersey Shore episode, one of them has to lick something, I forget what it was, had to lick off the back of a heavyset guy. And almost every episode features something like that.
Technically, that passes.
Ryan smelt it, and the team is dealt a victory. They now have $600 as their total. The contestant must keep 2 live gerbils in his underpants for 30 seconds.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
If you go south. Sorry. It's way down there. You gotta find it. Oh, way too
Okay, so we might need to add animal abuse to this show's list.
You were brave, but your team was too loud. Fail.
Rob completely lost it, so the team's winning streak comes to an end. They wrap up round one with $600.
Someone needs to check and see if that dude is okay. I think that dude needs medical attention after that.
You have failed.
Rob's shocking reaction was too loud, and the guys miss out. The team heads into the final round with $3,000. The contestant must be shot with a pair of hot dog guns.
I see no reason to punish you further. You win.
Virgil withstood the dog attack, ending the day with a $1,000 victory for a grand total of $4,000. Congratulations, guys! You survived Silent Library, and you won some cash, $667 per player. Not bad for a day at the library.
Okay, so the show is pretty problematic. Almost every episode features a fat person being gross. There are several instances of the show being pretty sexist. And also, there's cases of where I think there's the exploitation of little people.
While wearing a Velcro suit, the contestant has 15 seconds to remove an unwanted visitor.
All that aside, that's not the thing that I want to focus on. One of the things the show has going for it is that I find the show genuinely hilarious. Like, who doesn't think it's funny to watch a dude get wieners blasted at him at high velocity? Silent Library is decked out with Japanese imagery, sound effects, music, all in ways that feel racist. Because knowing the time that the show took place, and our history with Asian cultures,
We've got to celebrate our differences.
I protest!
Oh, darling, I am sorry, but I lost my key.
But that was 2 weeks ago! You cannot go on or keep ringing my bell! You disturb me! You must have a key made!
every time I hear the silence or the gong, there's this part of my brain that's like, hey! The thing is, the show is based on a Japanese game show. The show is popular enough that they actually have a DS game. The musical cues, sound effects, all of that isn't in the original game show. So it's not like MTV took that and made a one-for-one of the show and just moved it over to their show. I get that it was 2009 and that times were different, but that doesn't give the show a pass. MTV took the basic idea of the show, threw a bunch of very stereotypical Asian stuff at it, and it feels really, really inauthentic. Now, I am not the ultimate authority on racism. I have a hard time speaking on behalf and for other cultures, one that's not mine, saying, hey, this feels racist, so it is. What I don't want to happen is that thing that has happened with like the Golden Girls, where a bunch of white people were like, hey, this is blackface, this is racist, let's get it removed, when that's something that people of color didn't actually ask for. They didn't ask for that episode to be removed from syndication and for that episode never to get seen. So that's not what I want to happen here. So I decided I would reach out to the amazing host of Silent Library, Zero Kazama. And to my surprise, he responded. According to him, the audio bits and even himself are just tools for a certain aesthetic and vibe, really. And there's some good things, apparently, I say good things, but apparently Zero was so tired of being offered very, very stereotypical Asian roles that forced him to talk in these really bad Asian accents that he went into the Silent Library audition. So his exact words are, "I was so absolutely sick of all these stereotypical ethnic Asian roles that forced me to talk in an accent. Then I went in there to sarcastically fail the audition. I read the lines in the most over-the-top Japanese accent I could come up with. Like if the show Family Guy was making fun of an angry Japanese businessman."
You doctor yet? No, Dad, I'm 12. Talk to me when you doctor!
It does say that luckily they didn't force him to do the accent throughout the entire show, but it doesn't negate what he said earlier, where himself and the music cues and everything are just tools to fit the aesthetic of the show. And that's where I don't know, is that racist and is that wrong? I feel like yes. This host of the show, who by the way, in my mind, like, makes the show. Like without him, the show doesn't work as well as having that very serious, demanding role at the front that doesn't break. I don't think I ever saw Zero break in any episode that I've seen. Zero is only paid about $12,000 a year to host this show, which again, I think he makes the show. Also, apparently they just left him stranded in Manhattan with no flights and without getting paid. Just stranded in Manhattan where they were shooting the show and didn't help him. With only making $12,000 a year, what this means is that across the 4 seasons and 89 episodes, from what I've seen on Reddit and a couple other places of people who actually did participate in the challenge, most contestants walked away with a little over $1,000. What that means, for most episodes, since there's 6 contestants, each getting $1,000 each, the contestants were walking away with $6,000 each. The show was paying the contestants more than the guy that was hosting the show and made the show what it was. I remember him being the cool part of the show. He's like the only part of the show that I really remember. He's getting paid less than the contestants in the show. Zero Kazama believes perhaps it's a product of its time, but honestly, any sort of racist element will probably go over the heads of most of the country. He also talked about his many other unfortunately racist experiences in Hollywood. Zero Kazama was a great host for Silent Library, and he should have gotten paid a lot more for the work that he did. In conclusion, I don't know. According to the host of the show, he does believe the show to be racist. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is the show racist? Give me your opinion. I want to know what you guys have to think. Maybe I'm not alone in thinking this. Also, please go show Zero Kazama some love on his Instagram at SpartanXNinja, or check out his YouTube at Spartan Ninjas. That's all. You guys have a great day.